Well, the Mesa Fire Department has a brand new tool to fight fires and keep us all safe. It is something good. This morning, it is unveiling an all-electric fire truck. It is the first of its kind in Arizona, so this is a huge deal. Simone is live in Mesa near Ellsworth and Ray with a look at this new truck. This is the future, and it's happening right now, Simone. So awesome.
Yeah, Tess, how lucky are we here in the Valley to have the first ever electric fire truck on display here at the Mesa Fire Department. I feel like a kid when I get these assignments because watch this. It makes me want to change jobs, maybe become a firefighter in a new profession. But here to tell us more about the new truck in the fleet, Chief Johnson, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is very exciting. Tell us a little bit about this new addition to your team.
Yeah, this is our electric fire truck. It's our new addition. Starting today, it's unveiling. Today at 11 o'clock, so if the public would like to come down, feel free. But yeah, it's great. The crews here have been using this truck. It's zero emissions, so it is very cool. It saves, there's not the particulates and stuff, the cancer causing that come out of the emissions. We don't have any of that, so the firefighters are very happy with it. The other cool thing about it is it's very quiet. So just like your Teslas and those types of equipment, so the firefighters inside, it's very quiet. They can concentrate, and it's really neat to have that. And it's just neat to have this part of our new fleet.
And it's really true when you pull up our photographer Adrian giving us a look inside. It looks just like a regular fire truck. There's really no difference with the exception of the blue charging port that we'll show you here on the outside. But why is this something that's important for the city of Mesa to protect not only the people in the community, but also safe for the firefighters as well?
Yeah, well, we're shooting for carbon neutrality, and this was a heavy piece of equipment that we were able to get electric so that we're in that zero emissions. So that's the exciting part, that the city has encouraged us to do this and backs us up, and it's just neat for that.
It's so exciting. So you're going to have a little bit of an unveiling event later today. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, today at 11 o'clock, we're going to have the unveiling. The public will be here, city leadership, the mayor and council. They'll be here just to see this and kick it off, and everybody's excited to do that. So come down and see it and join us.
So exciting. All right, so I'm going to show you guys here. This is the charging port. You lift this part up. Might have to have, there you go, a look at that. That's where it plugs in, and then this truck is on the road protecting people here in the city of Mesa. We want to thank the Mesa Fire Department for letting us see this behind the scenes look. I think I'm going to go on duty now. I'm going to ride out with the firefighters, guys. Let's send it back to you.
That is so exciting. I know a lot of probably kids are seeing this and want to see it in person, and they can do that when they do the grand opening at 11. That is awesome. Thank you, Simone.
We're seeing a huge shift to electric vehicles. A lot of people being mindful about that. And now Mesa Fire is the second in the state to roll out an electric fire truck. We got a look at it this morning. It's zero emissions, state of the art, running off batteries that power an electric motor. They say it will go a long way towards protecting the health of their first responders as well.
It keeps the cancer-causing contaminants out of the stations and keeps it away from our firefighters. So that's one of the biggest benefits that we're looking forward to.
Well, the public is welcome to stop by and check it out. Based out of Fire Station 221 near Ellsworth and Ray in East Mesa. Gilbert Fire, by the way, led the way adding an EV fire truck to their fleet back in October.
We're seeing a huge shift to electric vehicles in Arizona and across the country as a whole. Now, Mesa Fire is the second department in the state to roll out an electric fire truck. Take a look. We got ourselves a look this morning. It is zero emission, state of the art. It runs off of batteries that power an electric motor. Fire officials say this is going to go a long way in protecting the health of their first responders.
It keeps the cancer-causing contaminants out of the stations and keeps it away from our firefighters. So that's one of the biggest benefits that we're looking forward to.
You are welcome to stop by and check it out for yourself. It is based at Fire Station 221. That is near Ellsworth and Ray in East Mesa. By the way, Gilbert Fire, they led the way adding an EV fire truck to their fleet back in October. Well, there is
continue to see a huge shift toward more electric vehicles, and Mesa Fire just became the second department in the state to roll out an electric fire truck. We got a look at it this morning. It is zero emission, running off batteries that power an electric motor. They say it'll go a long way in protecting the health of their first responders.
It keeps the cancer-causing contaminants out of the stations and keeps it away from our firefighters. So that's one of the biggest benefits that we're looking forward to.
The electric fire trucks based at Fire Station 221 near Ellsworth and Ray in East Mesa. Gilbert added an electric fire truck to their fleet back in October.
It's an exciting day in Mesa as the fire department unveils its first fully electric fire truck.
And Desiree Llewellyn gives us a look at that new truck today.
Here it is, pulling out of its bay at Fire Station 221.
Carbon neutral, so there's not your cancerous substances that are put in the bays when you start these trucks up.
It's also very quiet.
If we're on a car accident right now, this truck's sitting right here, we're treating patients, it's this quiet.
The ride inside for responders is also quiet, allowing for even less noise while listening for information over the radios. It has 4 batteries.
One behind that panel there, you can see just ahead of the rear axle. One on each side of the truck there, and then one centered at the rear on the back.
Here on the side, a large display screen showing pressure controls and more.
It does show your state of charge. The truck right now is at 85% state of charge.
And just below the screen is where it plugs in.
Yes, this is actually your charging port.
If you can believe it or not, the truck is already running. It's so quiet you can't even hear it. But this is how you know it's ready to go.
Ready to run.
The truck is designed, it can operate 8-10 calls a day, going back and forth and never have to be really recharged in between.
With a fast charger, it'll take a few hours to go from 0% to 100.
They did 9 calls the other day, I think, and they went from 70% state of charge to 46% state of charge.
There's 0 tailpipe and greenhouse gas emissions. The truck's name is Vector. It's manufactured by E1 here in the country and overseas.
It is built and manufactured in Ocala, Florida. The electrification process is done by a partner that we have in the UK.
It takes 1.5 years to 2 years to build. And when it's done, it can pump 4 hose lines at 750 gallons per minute and more. Desiree Llewellyn, Fox 10 News.
In Mesa, the fire department unveils its first fully electric fire truck. The fire truck is a brand new addition at the station near Ellsworth and Ray Roads. It's carbon neutral and creates 0 tailpipe and greenhouse gas emissions. It's also significantly quieter than a typical fire truck. It has 4 batteries and will respond to 8 to 10 calls a day, going back and forth without having to be charged again in between.
Talking to one of the crews earlier, they did 9 calls the other day, I think, and they went from 70% state of charge to 46% state of charge, I think. So it's very efficient in what it does.
It takes about 1.5 years to fully build this electric fire truck.
New department unveiling its first fully electric fire truck today. That truck's a new addition at Station 221 in Mesa near Ellsworth and Ray Roads. It's carbon neutral, creating 0 tailpipe and greenhouse gas emissions. It's got 4 batteries and can respond to 8 to 10 calls a day without having to be recharged in between. It also significantly is quieter than a typical fire truck.
It's very quiet. It's more soothing. You don't have that ramped up style. Like right now, if we're on a car accident right now, this truck's sitting right here, we're treating patients, it's this quiet. So that is a great advantage to this truck.
It takes about 1.5 years to fully build the electric fire truck.
The banner all
New at 6 o'clock tonight, folks in Mesa will soon see a new kind of fire engine on their streets.
Yeah, Mesa Fire, along with city officials, unveiled the city's first all-electric fire truck with 0 emissions and noise-free technology. We had the chance to see the new engine up close at Station 221 off of Ellsworth and Ray Road. Mesa Fire Chief Mary Camelli tells us, along with combating emissions for a safer environment, it also improves fire crews' quality of life.
The most important thing is, number one, what it does for the environment and what it does for the men and women on the job. So to me, this is essential, having a truck like this so our firefighters have minimal exposure to other carcinogens that are out there is what's important to us.
And it doesn't come cheap. The new price tag on the all-electric fire truck is $1.4 million.
Mesa residents will soon see a new kind of fire engine out on city streets. Keep your eyes peeled for this one. Mesa Fire, along with city officials, unveiled their first all-electric fire truck just yesterday, saying it has 0 emissions and noise-free technology. 12 News got the chance to see that new engine up close at Station 221 off of Ellsworth and Ray Roads. The chief tells us, along with its environmental pluses, the truck also improves fire crews' quality of life.
The most important thing is, number one, what it does for the environment and what it does for the men and women on the job. So to me, this is essential, having a truck like this so our firefighters have minimal exposure to other carcinogens that are out there is what's important to us.
The price tag on all electric fire truck is $1.4 million. And at 5:09 on your